The Derek Mcinnes error at Hearts is underway, and it might not have been a perfect performance, but did anybody get a perfect rating? That is what we're going to find out here. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. It's Fog Football here for your player ratings in the Aberdeen 0 Hearts 2 Scottish Premiership game. It was the last game of the Matchday 1 fixtures, but it certainly wasn't the least, and it was worth the wait from a Hearts perspective. A 2-0 win, top of the table, clean sheet, 3 points. Everything you could want from a game they got, and it was a good performance, there's no doubt about it. The best team certainly won. Hearts deserved this win, but it wasn't fantastic, it wasn't flawless. Second half, Hearts did drop off a little bit. Aberdeen came into the game a bit more, and who knows, we're talking a Yenge sitter away from equalising it, and who knows at that point what happens, but thankfully that did not happen. Hearts got the win, and 2-0 to the good, so I was happy with that. And now we're going to dive into the player ratings. So with that said, we're going to start with the goalkeepers. We've got Sander Clark up first for Hearts. I'm going to give Clark a 6 out of 10. He made a couple of saves towards the end, but nothing major. He really wasn't tested, but he kept a clean sheet, so I can't give him less than a 6. And I just don't think he done enough to get more than a 6, so I'm going to give Clark a 6. Mitov in the Aberdeen nets, you know what? Is he at fault for the first goal? No. He didn't save the Shankland goal, albeit offside. He was never getting anywhere near the Harry Milne strike if it did go in. He made a couple of stops, I guess, but even the second goal, he came out and just jumped at it like a starfish. I didn't think it was the greatest attempt at saving the ball for Mitov. He conceded too. I'll give Mitov a... Plus his distribution wasn't great. Hearts pressurising, especially in the first half. Sometimes he was just launching the ball forward, and a few times he actually kicked the ball out for throw-ins. So I don't think it was Mitov's greatest performance. I'll give Mitov a 5. A generous 5, so to speak. Right, up next we've got Kent. Picked up a booking, tackling Yenge. I think Kent was probably the weakest of the centre-backs. I'll give Kent a 6. He was solid. I've no issues, but yeah, for me, probably the weaker out the three. Jensen, I'll give a 6 as well. If Kent was the weakest out the Hearts centre-backs, then maybe out of the entire Aberdeen defence, then Jensen may have actually been one of their better defenders, maybe their best defender. So I'll give him a 6. Halkett, for me, strong, powerful, got the better of Yenge. Unfortunately, was offside for the Shankland goal, but I'm not going to hold that against him. He picked up a yellow card as well, but that wasn't his fault. That was a great sliding tackle, and for some reason he got booked. Unbelievable. I'll give Halkett a 7. I thought he was good. Milne for Aberdeen, same as Jensen. I'll give him a 6. Thought he was okay. Right, Stuart Finlay got the goal for Hearts. Standout defender for me for that reason alone. Header, making it 2-0. And he was solid at the back. Didn't pick up a yellow card. I'll give him an 8. I think Finlay was the standout defender of the game. Right, Newster fell on his arse when Braga went past him. I think it was him that flicked on the ball for the Hearts' second goal. I'll give him a 5. Wasn't great. Borch Grimfink, I'll give a 6. If you compare him to Milne, who was on the other side, he was pretty quiet in comparison. But he did nothing wrong, he was solid. He did an okay game. Graham Shinney scored the own goal, had a dive in the game as well, didn't really do much. He's the captain of Aberdeen. Sometimes you expect him to control the games. I think his days of being a left back are done. We've seen him over the years transition into the midfield, but yeah, he was back in defence in this game and it didn't work out. I'm going to give Shinney a 4. I thought he was really poor. And again, just that simulation there, I didn't like that. But he should have got booked for it and he didn't. Disappointing. Right, Milne. Harry Milne, great performance. Almost scored the goal of the season. Technically got 2 assists. If you think about it, he crossed in the first goal that was a Shinney own goal. He crossed that into the box, and then he hit the free kick in that led to the header. So I know he's not getting the assist, and I don't think he gets the assist for any of them. But on another day, it could have been 2 assists, and he could have scored a wonder goal. For me, best player on the pitch, I'll give an 8. Clarkson wasn't there, was he? No, I don't think so. Anonymous, he was just didn't even realise he was playing. Not gonna lie, I'll give Clarkson a 5, and I think that's being generous. McIntyre was really good. I think he showed physicality, strength. Probably you look at him and you think quality-wise, he's maybe a little bit less than the rest of the players, but he held his own. I've no complaints. I thought he was pretty good. I'll give him a 7. Nielsen, this player seems to divide opinions. Some think he's really good, some think he's really poor. I think he done nothing today. I'm going to give him a 5. Devlin, Cammy Devlin, love this kid. Runs about, never stops trying, always gives you 100%. Tackles, the ball moves. If a player moves, he's going after him. Just the engine on him, never stops, never gives up. Brilliant performance for Devlin. I'll give Devlin an 8 as well. Right, Milanovic, I thought at times he was showing little bits of sparks for Aberdeen. He looked like the player that was going to create something, I thought, if anybody was, but they just didn't really offer enough today. I will give Milanovic, I'll give him a 6. I think he was probably Aberdeen's best attacking player. Spittle, I thought, was, again, probably our worst attacking player, to be fair, if you factor in midfield and attackers. Just going forward, I don't think he offered as much as the rest, and he just wasn't really in the game as much. I'll give him a 6. Auchi, I'm going to give a 5. Didn't do nothing for me in that. I'm going to be honest, I don't think many Aberdeen players did anything in this game. It was a bang average performance across the board. No one really, I can't say anybody had a good game. I doubt I'll be giving anybody higher than a 6. I think a 6 is the absolute most I could give to any Aberdeen player. Braga started really well. I thought second half he didn't really show as much, but the first half, I thought he looked really good. I'm going to give him a 7. He was impressive, he was dangerous, he was causing problems. I mean, his cross and taking the ball past Neuster in the first half essentially set up the first goal. He was always dangerous, and he was a bright spark. Every time the ball got played up to him, he was causing the Aberdeen backline trouble. Keskikan, I have not really rated this guy since Aberdeen brought him in. I know he was supposed to be, one of their big signings last season, but just didn't really do it for me, and didn't do it for me today. I'm going to give Keskikan a 5. Shankland, had that goal counted, it would be a different rating, but in all honesty, don't think he offered much. I think he was one of our weaker players. I will give Shankland, I'll give him a 6. And then we've got Yenge, who, non-existent up front. He did get himself into that opportunity for that gut-wrench chance that he just has to score, doesn't he? And he's missed it. He also had a shot that kind of hit off his thigh and hit the post. He knew nothing about that, though. But Yenge had a chance to get Aberdeen right back into the game, and he's missed a sitter there. So yeah, that's. But at least he got himself into the area. I'll give him a 5, but he has to do better, man. It was really, really poor from him there. Right. Moving on to the subs. Honestly, the subs came on. I feel like the subs didn't have enough chance to really create an impact, especially from a Hearts performance. From a Hearts perspective, even, because they got brought on and literally like 2 minutes later Hearts had the second goal, and at that point the game just changed and Hearts were just happy to sit back and settle for the 2-0 win. So I don't feel like the attacking players that came on for Hearts really got a chance to do that much, because the mindset kind of changed to hold on for the last like 15 minutes rather than try and push on and find a second. So I think that does. I'm going to factor that in. Steinwender came on. Listen, kept a clean sheet. I'll give him a 6. He was all right. Polvara brought on for Aberdeen. Didn't really do anything. It's a 5 for me. Kasridis, came on again. I can't sit here and say that he stood out. Can't really. He wasn't given that much time, but yeah, no, listen, I can't say he was amazing by any means. He didn't have that much time. I'm going to give him a 5, a down the middle 5. Boyd, I will also give a 5. Honestly, I don't think the subs really did that much to change the game, so I feel like giving the majority of them just 5 down the middles, the fair way to go. Forrest, I'm going to give a 5. Morris, who has helped Aberdeen out in the career mode that we've got in Fog Football, and he was important for them last season when they had that good run going, that 11-game unbeaten run at the start. But yeah, he came on, didn't really offer anything here. I'm going to give a 5. Wilson came on up front. Yeah, he was he was involved in Hearts, getting a couple of counters, but again, nothing spectacular. It's going to be a 5. Nicky Devlin, I think he should have started the game. I was surprised he didn't. He came on for, I'm pretty sure he came on for Shinnie. But yeah, at that point, damage was already done. Aberdeen were 2-0 down. Don't expect Devlin to come on and really change much. I'm going to give him a 5. Magnuson came on with about 3 minutes to go. The new signing from Iceland. Yeah, listen, it's a straight down the middle 5. He had literally had no time to impact the game. And then Sokler came on for Yenge. Again, another player, in my opinion, that should have started the game, but for some reason didn't. I don't know why, but I will give Sokler a 5. I'll give him a 5. Right, moving on then to the managers. Derek Mcinnes, 2-0 win to start the season at home. First half were great. Second half, not so much, but still did enough to get the win and to get a clean sheet against the team that won the Scottish Cup last season, a team that finished above Hearts last season, you know, and a team that claimed they were going to potentially win the league. So, I mean, if we're basing it off that, then it should be a good score for Derek Mcinnes. Listen, I'll give him an 8. I was going to go 7 maybe, but I will give him the benefit of the doubt. Look, he kept a clean sheet. He got the win, 2-0, 3 points, top of the league. It's an 8 from Derek Mcinnes. And as for Jimmy Thielen, Aberdeen were really poor, didn't offer a lot. His changes didn't really do much for me. I'll give him a bit of credit. I think second half Aberdeen came out a little bit better. And Yengai really should score that chance. And Jimmy Thielen, he can't, that's not his fault. He can't help that Yengai has essentially missed a sitter. But either way, it just wasn't good enough for Aberdeen. And I will give Jimmy Thielen a 5. I'll give him a 5. And I think I'm being pretty fair with that rating there, because it was poor. It was poor. And maybe even deserves a 4, to be honest. In fact, I'm going to give him a 4. Yeah, it just was not good enough at all from Aberdeen. And yeah, the fans aren't happy. I don't really blame them. So I'm going to give Jimmy Thielen a 4. He can have the same rating as Graham Shinnie. How about that? Anyway, guys, that is it. I'll catch you in the next one. Fog Football. Let us know your thoughts down below. Let us know if there's any ratings you think we got wrong. So anybody you think we rated too low. Anybody you think we rated too high. And we end match day 1, the first week of the Scottish Premiership, with Hearts on top. So yeah, life is good. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then, been Fog Football. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to match day 2. Of course, we've got fans' reaction coming. And of course, we've got the SPFL review show tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to, because there's lots of action to talk about in the lower leagues as well. And you know, we're going to go in depth. It's going to be a longer video, and we're going to focus more on the lower leagues as well. And yeah, just a lot of football to talk about. Scottish football's back. I've missed it. I'm glad that it's back in the action, and I cannot wait. Already, I cannot wait to next week. So yeah, brilliant stuff. Hearts 2, Aberdeen 0. Player ratings, guys. That's it. Till next time. Peace.